Good morning, student. First of all the best and all my blessings to you. That we are going to start the chapter of our business studies book. This is the first lecture, and we are going to start the first topic of this book. That is the nature and significance of management. See, this is your first chapter in your book. Nature and significance of the management. So if we talk about what is the meaning of management, now management means where there is a group of the people, where there is a task or any assignment, where there is a money, where there is any project, where there is any plan or the idea you have to apply, there is a management. So first of all, we are going to understand what is the concept of the management. Before that, I just want to tell you about the management. The management is a process of getting things done with the aim of achieving goals effectively and efficiently. Now, you have to just concentrate on this line, and it is a very perfect line if we are going to explain the management. Here the basic 3 points of the concept is given here. That is the process. Management is in a process. The next thing is that management here is achieving the goals effectively and efficiently. Now if we talk about the process means the steps of particular stages or the things or the functions. The management, yes, it is a process. It is the steps of the functions. If we talk about the process, then yes, management, first of all, in the management we have to make the planning, then we have to just plan out, and then we have to organize all the things. So we can say that yes, the management first of all is the process for getting the things done. There must be the object, there must be the goal to be achieved. For to get that goal to be achieved, you have to follow the process. After that, this line says that the things done with the aim of achieving the goal. Goal here means a particular task that can be achieved with efficiently and effectively. Now these two words are the key word in the management, and that plays very very important role. I just want to explain it with the help of this. Like, concept of management is basically divided here into the three dimension. That is, the management is in a process. Management must be effective, and there should be the effectiveness. In the management there is the efficiency. Now if we are talk about the process, I have told you that the process means the set of the functions we have to carry out or we have to perform. Like, the process means management contains the planning, then the organizing, then the staffing, directing and controlling. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Basically management have the 5 functions. That is the basic function of management. Here that is the planning, organizing, staffing, directing and the controlling. So process here means first of all we are to plan out all the things. Like, if we have any task to be performed, we have to first plan out all the things, because for any task there must be the man, there must be the material, there must be the machine, and last but not the least, there must be the money. So we are to actually combine these 4 M's together for the management. So we can say that management is actually the sum of all 4 M's. That is the man, money, material and machine. So all these 4 M's we are taking it together to make our management better. To make this management better, and as you know that I am saying that we are actually combining the 4 M's, that is man, money, material and machine. We have to follow the process to get the aim or objective to be achieved, and that aim and or objective should be effective and efficient. Okay, so I have told you about what is the process. Now process means the planning means what to do, how to do, who will do, where to do. All the things comes in a planning. Planning means you know, whose man is going to be, you know, do the work, what kind of funds we are going to be arranged, the resources of like the raw material, where we are getting that raw material, all these things come in the plan. Now once the plan is prepared, then we go to the organizing. Now once we are just come up with that, these such persons are going to be do this work, this is my money, this is my machine. Now the next function of the process is the organizing. Now organizing means arranging all the data with the proper way. How many people are required to do a particular task, with how much of the money and how much of the, you know, material and machine, that is all we are going to be divided in the or organized in the organizing process. The next is the staffing. Now if we talk about the staffing, staffing is basically the manning. Manning means just appointing the specific person on a specific job. Like the manager has to be sit in the office, he has to be make the plans, and the supervisor has to be you know, see or supervise the foreman and the labor class. Everybody has their own task and duty according to their qualification and their experiences and all. Next is the directing. Now directing means if you are appointed the man on the right person or right job, the next work is, and the function you can say, is the directing. Now directing means that directing the person that what you are to be do and how you are to be done by you. Now directing means it is the guiding of the person, it is communicating the person, it is supervising the person, and last but not the least, overall is actually directing means the communication and with the leadership quality. So this is called the directing function. Last but not the least is your controlling. Whatever you are doing to achieving any particular result, the last step is to judge or see that whether you are be able to get that result or not. So this is all the comes in a process of the management. So I am telling you that management is where there is a group activity, where there is a people, where there is any project, any task. So you have to follow this management. Now the aspect of the management, the other aspect of the management is the effectiveness. Effectiveness, sometimes the students get, you know, confused with the word of the effectiveness and the efficiency. Now effectiveness, you should be always remember that it means that the effectiveness is a time bound, like a work should be done with a particular time. The work is useless if it is not complete in a particular span of the time. So there is a time factor is very important factor to achieve any project or a task. Okay, now if there is a task or there is an objective, objective is useless if it is not given or performed within the time span. If the time span is over, it means your objective is not properly achieved by you. So effectiveness means we can say this completing the task on the time, achieve end result. Now the third one is the efficiency. Now efficiency means doing the task at the right way. Effectiveness is important as well as the efficiency is also important. Now efficiency means that a person should not waste the resources. Like if a person is thinking like I have to complete this task in a particular in this point of time, but he is wasting the resources, that is also useless. So it means that along with the effectiveness, the efficiency of the person who is doing this job is also very important. Like it should be in a proper utilization of resources. Resources should not be wasted. So it means that with the help of this process, effectiveness and efficiency, we can explain the concept of the management. Okay.
Start.
The next your topic from the management is the characteristics of management. That's very important to understand what is the concept of the management, what is the management actually, because it is actually the properties of management. Now according to this, it means that the characteristics of management is first of all the goal oriented. If we talk about that management, then management is there where there is an objective. It means we can say that the goal should be the basic key factor of the management. If you have the objective, if you have the goal, if you have any target to be achieved, then there is the management. If there is no objective, if there is no aim to be achieved, there is no need of the management. So the first characteristics of the management is the goal oriented, means the management is the goal oriented process. So the next is the pervasive function. Management is the pervasive function. The word means that management is required whether it is a big concern, whether it is a small concern, whether it is a business or whether it is a non-business firm, where there is a group activity, where there is a task, there is an objective, there is a management. And the characteristics of management, one of is the management is a pervasive function. It is present in everywhere. It means that if you are doing any activity related with the man and the material or task, you have to do the management. So we can say that it is a pervasive or a present everywhere. Now next is the multi-dimension factor. Management, one of the characteristics of the management is also it is a multi-dimension factor. Management is multi-dimension because if you can say here, now management is multi-dimension, it is because of the work, because of the people, and also the management of the operations. Now if we talk about the multi-dimension factor of the management, it is divided into the three, that is the work, the people, and the operation. Now if the manager is doing the managing job, he has to concentrate on the three factors, that is the work and the people and the operation. Now I just want to tell you that work means the task is to be performed. The work means the task. What is the project or a task or a unit of task is given to the manager. That is important. The next function or a next target is the people. For achieving this task or work, how many people are required? The third one is the operations. Now it means that if we talk about the work, people and the operation, people are the key factor. Without this key factor, this task is can't to be achieved. So it means that for doing the effective management, the manager has to see the three dimensions of the work. That is, what is the work, what is the task, what is the project, and how many people are required, how many people are involved, what kind of people are required to achieve this kind of a job. And also by combining the task and the work, you are just go to the next level, that is the operation, the management of operation. That is the last task. For achieving this management of operation, you are need of these two aspects. First is the management of work and the other is the management of the people. Here I just want to explain you, the work means we are to first analyze our task. What is the task? What is the nature of the task? Then we have to plan out all the tasks, how we are going to achieve that objective or a goal or a task. So first of all, in the management of the work, we are to plan first, like how many people are going to be involved, what kind of the work, what kind of the machine, what is the length of the job, and all the things we are doing the planning here. Even the time factor is also involved. I have told you before that where there is no time, there is no management. Next is planning. After the planning, we just pursue to the next level, that is organizing. Organizing means all the people and the workforce are to be mixed up. Now the last is the controlling, that whatever we are doing with the planning and organizing, what is my end result, we are just come up or follow with the controlling process. So it is come in the multi-dimension of that is the management of work. It contains these three elements. The second one is the management of people. Now you have just explained, I have just explained all these things like planning, organizing, controlling, staffing and directing. Actually this is a process, this is a function. So these management of people actually consists of the two function of management, that is the staffing and the directing. Staffing means appointing the right person for a right job, and directing means what you have appointed the person for the particular job, you have to go and give the directions, like in the kind of the guidance, in the kind of the orders, and in kind of the all kind of the things you are going to be tell to the particular person that you are to be perform this function, and you are to be give that work to the other person. This is all directing process. Now the third one is the management of operation, means I have here explained you with this, like if there is a particular work, you need a people. When these work and people are combined together, you can get the operation. Now what you are in the business, either there is an sale or a purchase. For this you are to be see this, how much purchase you are required. With the purchase you are going to do some production work, and after the production you are going to go to the market for the sale. So these things are actually come to the management of the operation. This is come here. So we can say that the management is actually the multi-dimension. It is not only that we are concentrating on the work only. It is not like we are concentrating on the people, and actually management means the overall we are managing all the things. Now if we are moving to the fourth one, that is management is a continuous process. We can't say that once the task is over, your management is over. It means that once the planning we do, first of all we do the planning, and the last function is the controlling. When the planning done, we switch to the controlling, and again we go to the controlling. It means this process is going on, where there is a planning, we plan the thing, and we lastly we go to the controlling. When the controlling is over, we again with the help of controlling we go and do the planning. So it is not that it is only the one circle. It is actually the never ending process. Once we do the plan, we go to the controlling process. This is end, but not the end always. We with the help of that end we start again for the planning. Now the next your characteristics is a group activity. Group activity, yes, management is actually involve the number of people, and management means the main objective of the management means that the work is to be performed by the other person. You have to just see and check the people that whether they are doing the work according to the norms and according to the work you have given to. So it is very important for being a manager to control all the people, the group of the people, that whether they are doing the work according to. So it is the group activity. Where there is a group, not a group of the people, there is no management. Next is the dynamic function. Now management is very much effect with the environment, the business environment. If the business environment is changing, like the business environment is concerned with, or the business environment is actually affected by the political environment, the technological environment, the cultural environment. There are so many environment, and all these environment is actually going to be effect on the business. And if due to the environment changes, the business is going to be changed. So it means that yes, management is a dynamic process. If the environment is going to be changed, the gradual change in the management is also be important. And the last one is the intangible management. You can't see the management, but the presence of the work can be felt. What is going to be with the help of the management, whether it is good, you can see and assess the result, whether the results are going good or it is going down. With the help of that you can feel it, but you can't see the management. So we can say that it is an intangible process. Thank you.